pumped that you guys are here with us tonight. My name is Courtney.
Hey, my name is Jordan. We have a studio audience in the house tonight. It is great to have you guys with us. It's great to have you students with us as well as our Restore family crew. Yeah, they're all here tonight.
Yes, so exciting. We have a great night lined up for you guys. It's our Christmas edition tonight. We have Restore Worship is going to be singing for us again. They did awesome last week. I can't wait to hear them again.
Yes.
We also are going to play a game, so be looking forward for that.
Yes. It is awesome. We're in for such an incredible tonight. What we need you to do right now, as you're watching this, make sure you're jumping in the chat, interact with us, talk with those around you as well. Jump in the chat, comment. That's what we need you to do tonight.
So the first thing that I want you guys to comment in the chat is the top of your Christmas gift list. What is it? Tell me what you want for Christmas. What do you want for Christmas, Jordan?
What do I want for Christmas? I put on my list AirPods. I am one of the 7 in the United States that do not have a set of AirPods yet. Wow. So, come on, Santa.
Wow.
Come on.
Okay.
Yes.
Speaking of gifts, we are going to do a giveaway.
Yes, we have a giveaway tonight, like we did last time, but this is going to be something different. What we need you to do right now is take a screenshot, wherever you're watching this, take a screenshot, take a picture, wherever you're watching this right now, post it on your Instagram story at Restore, and tag us, restore.students. Do it.
Yes, and if you don't have an Instagram, that's okay.
Yes.
We want you to take a picture and send it to Jordan's email at
jordan@restore.church. Do it right now. Do it right now. Yes.
And what is the giveaway, Jordan?
Yes.
What are
the giveaway. I'm too excited about the giveaway with actually telling you about the giveaway. So, what we are doing, when we will contact the winner, and they will get up to $20 of a dinner to a place of their choice in the Goshen area. Up to $20.
Let's see in the comments what you guys would pick if you want.
Yes. We will deliver it to your house, so don't worry about that.
Wow.
We will announce the winner in the next 24 hours. Courtney, it's a good one this week.
It is a good one. We are looking forward to it.
So, but first, before we really jump in the night, we are going to play a game. So we're going to send it over to our crew in the lounge. Get ready. We're playing a game.
See you guys soon.
All right. Hey, we are playing a game. We are calling it the 5-second challenge, where we're going to have 2 teams. Everybody say hey. Everybody say hey. Yes. Hey. We're going to have 2 teams that are competing best of 3. Okay, so what's going to happen, there's going to be something that comes on the screen. They're going to come and hit the buzzer if they think they can do it, if their team can do it. Well, we're not going to go simultaneous because that's going to be weird. So there, this team wins. And so whatever's on the screen, they have 5 seconds. We'll count it down, 5-second timer to see if they can do it. Okay, so before we start, guys, if you could, ladies. One lady. All right, we 10 seconds of creating a team name. Go for it. Team name. I need team names. Go ahead. Put it in the chat right now. What do you think their team names are gonna be? We're ready. Do you see a shirt over here? What is going on right now? Team names is 2, 1. All right. This side. Team 1. Woo! Yes.
Woo!
Courtney, did you approve of that?
I did.
Wow. She approved. Awesome. Wow.
Very generic.
All right, this side. What's your team name?
The really tall elves.
Just taller than elves.
Like most, compared to most, they gotta be like this tall.
Yeah.
Hey, that's just.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the only thing I've got. Okay, I'm 5'7".
We're
Give me
this
something.
You know,
here.
they're this.
Dumb.
Put a thumbs up in the chat if you agree with both of these teams.
Team 1's better. We're number 1 because we're team number 1. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. Put the 1 in the chat if you think this team's gonna win.
That's weird.
I don't know what you would put in the chat.
Santa hat.
You can put an elf.
Or a person. Because
Put an elf hat in. Put an elf hat in
Literally
the
anything
chat.
but the number 1.
yeah, we'll take them off.
This is crazy. I don't know what's gonna happen. All right.
I'm gonna
So,
tackle the table.
students, teams, let's. I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna step out of the way. Whatever's on the screen, as soon as you see it, if you think you can complete the challenge, regardless of if your other teams will do it. I'm gonna get on the way. All right. So, all right. This team is gonna go. I'm gonna give you a count of 3, and you're gonna have 5
I
seconds
got
to
it.
name 3 reindeer. 3, 2, 1, go.
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer.
Dasher,
Dancer, Prancer. Hang on.
Dancer.
That was so easy. Team number 1!
Dasher.
Dasher,
I'm
Dancer,
gonna,
Prancer.
I'm gonna count it as a no. Students, put an X in there. That did not fly. What is Dasher?
Dasher!
I
Dasher,
heard
Dancer,
Dasher.
Prancer.
Students,
I
put
didn't
an
say
X.
it the second time.
He had 5 seconds. He corrected himself before the 5 seconds was up.
Okay, give a thumbs up if you think he did.
Do it.
Give it a put it in the chat right now. All right, so that's how it is played. So, all right, we are gonna go now to the next round in just a second. I'm gonna get out of the way, okay?
You're gonna get tackled.
Best of 3. Let's do this. Ready? Go for it. All right. Time out. Show everyone how to create a snowman without using your hands. You have
Without using
5
your hands.
seconds.
Who got it?
Team, go.
You're stacking. See? Crushed it.
Yeah, I know that.
I don't think we need to argue.
Give me a thumbs up in the chat if you think they created it. Give me a thumbs down if they do not get the points.
Yes. Somersault.
That's like in Family Feud
Yeah,
where
see,
they
you're
don't give a good answer.
rolling the
It's like,
snowball.
good answer. Good
All
answer.
right, here we go. Here's the ruling. Shh. I'm giving the first ruling as thumbs down. Point to
Wait,
this.
they get a point if we lose?
Yeah.
Point to this team. 1 point.
Can we? How else would we have done that?
I have no idea. You were rolling around on the floor.
Yeah,
he was
exactly.
rolling around on
Create
the
the
floor.
snowball.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go to the next one. All right, time out. Here we go.
You got it.
3, 2, 1, go.
Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2, Home Alone 3.
Oh, do you want the full thumbs up in the chat? 2 points. They
didn't
are
get
the
it.
winners.
He didn't get the full name of the movie.
Oh, true. Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, Home Alone 3.
Yeah, what's the name of Home Alone 3?
I don't know. We didn't pick them. We didn't get it. I don't know. You gotta decide.
Probably.
All right, time out, time out. Shh, we're gonna have a third party ruling. Christopher, behind the camera. Third party ruling. What do you think?
Chris.
All right, 1 to 1. You hit me. All right, 1 to 1. Okay. All right, last and final round. Oh, if you haven't already, screenshot this. Tag it on your story for the giveaway. $20 to a restaurant of your choice in the area.
Talk about.
Share.
Tag us Restore students. If you don't have social media, email me at jordan@restore.church. We'll get you in for the giveaway. Okay, 1 to 1. What's your team name again? I don't know.
Team 1!
It's a lame team name. That's why.
How could you forget it? Very tall elves.
Very tall elves. All right, 1 to 1. I'm gonna get out of the way. Here we go. Let's go. Wow. I think I'm going this side. Yeah. Okay. All right. Right. All right. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
No. For sure, no.
I don't know what to say about it.
Put it in the chat right now. Thumbs up, thumbs out. Oh my gosh.
Ingenuity.
Okay, we're gonna go to a fourth party. We have a studio audience here. Patrick, tell us. Thumbs up. He gave the thumbs up! Team one! Hey! All right. To send us out, we have one more for this team to do. Take a look at the screen, y'all. All right, ready? We're gonna count off. I'm moving this out of the way.
What is this?
3.
They're doing it?
2. Yep, they're doing it. 1. Go for it. Send us out.
Do you guys do Christmas tree?
I did the point.
Oh my gosh. Students, thanks for playing. 5-second challenge. Thank you guys. What an incredible team tonight. Hey, we have something special for you. Take a watch.
Sorry guys, I'm running very behind right now, and I've got to write these Christmas thank you letters before I do anything else, so just bear with me, okay? Okay. Thank you, cookie cutters, for turning my kitchen into a tiny edible crime scene. You get it? Because like the gingerbread man, and you're like written out. You guys get it? Yeah, you get it. I see you over there. It's funny. Thank you, cookie cutters. Thank you, stocking stuffers, for letting me know exactly what is near the register at Target this week. Definitely doing that for everybody that I love, because everybody is worth $2 of my time. All right. Thank you, Real Christmas Tree, for bringing my family together and providing 10,000 tiny needles I'll be finding until March. Because apparently I don't own a vacuum. But still, they get everywhere. Why do we even buy them still? I gotta talk to my wife about that. Just kidding, I'm not married. Okay. Thank you, blanket on my couch. You keep me so cozy and warm, I barely even noticed that I haven't washed you since 2004. It's gross, because I own a dog too, so that thing could be... It's got mildew and mold on it and everything. Ran out of envelopes. One more. Thank you, candy canes, for allowing me to make my very own prison shank. And there you have it. Those are my thank you notes. Stay golden, Restore students. Love y'all.
Hello. It's me. Santa. Definitely not Jansen. But I heard Jansen, my beard, is real nice. I heard Jansen a couple weeks ago ate some spicy wings. So I thought, I know it's hard to be cooler than Jansen, but I'm gonna eat something hotter. And of course, since I'm of course, Santa Claus, I said course, so I figured I'd double down on course. I'm gonna read you guys the night before Christmas while getting my mouth lit on fire by this wonderful, wonderful ghost pepper. There's two here. I'm not sure why. I don't plan on eating both of them. The elves are insane, and by the elves I mean Jordan. Should I just do it now? I just got it on my hands. Oh, I'm breaking character. Oh, I just got it on my hands. Ah, crap. I'm eating my beard. That's really hot. Oh my. The night before Christmas. Introduction, we're just skipping that because I'm already sweating. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. My beer doesn't taste good. The stockings were hung. Wait, hold on. By the chimney with care. In hopes that St. Nicholas would soon be there. Oh. It's a good thing I got lots of elves to give new books. The children were nestled all snug in their beds while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. When out of the lawn, there rose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what's the matter. Oh no, I lost my page. I skipped a lot of pages. Not that far, we're not done. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. Who was that they might be talking about? His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, you see that? His nose like a cherry, and running like a faucet. But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night."
Hey, what a night it's been. I mean, were you literally crying when when Jansen was reading us his version of the night before Christmas? Like, put it in the chat right now. Like, just wow, what an experience that we just encountered. But hey, right now, let's pause, let's shift right now, and let's turn our attention to Jesus. Pull some truth out from the Bible. See, have you ever experienced something so good, so epic, so incredible, so amazing that you had difficulties trying to explain it to somebody else? Maybe you felt this way after eating the best pizza of your life. Like, you tried to tell your friends about it. You tried to describe the crust, the flavor, but it really just didn't capture with your friends. And you found yourself saying something like this: you know what? You just got to go taste it for yourself. You got to go and try it, experience it for yourself. See, I love finding new artists on Spotify. Throw in a chat right now if you love that as well. Hitting up their shows, their live shows, then when they're close by. After a show, I always find myself trying to capture what it is like being there in the moment to other people. Like, I tried to describe to them how awesome the night was, but I always wonder, do they really get how great the show was? Like, I find myself thinking, you have no idea. Like, hearing the songs played live just hits differently, and the crowd, like, they were in it, and the vibe was just like in the air. Like, it was a life-changing experience. And even though I tried to capture it on my story, throw it on my Instagram, it just wasn't the same. And for me, I just kind of end up saying, like, you know what? You just got to go experience. You got to go check them out in concert when they're around again, right? See, students, it brings me to this thought. Some things in life, they just can't be explained. Am I right? They just need to be experienced. See, during Christmas, it's almost impossible to not hear about the birth of Jesus. I know. You're going to hear plenty about Santa, about your elf on the shelf, about what's the best Christmas movie to watch during this time. It's Home Alone 2, by the way. Home Alone 2. But the foundational message of Christmas is about how God came to earth as a baby. Maybe you've heard people try to explain to you that because of the birth of Jesus, you can now know how incredible God is. Because of this season, because God came down to earth, you can know how loving God is. And you hear all the explanations and all the reasons, but for you, you aren't really sure you get all of it. There might be some good reasons that you might not get it. One of the reasons may be because of the type of people that are trying to tell you the story of Jesus. Maybe you've heard how life-changing the birth of Jesus is from people whose lives don't look very life-changed. The people who believe the story don't seem to treat other people well, and they're super judgmental towards others. Like, we know all these people, right? And it makes you think that believing the story doesn't change how you live, then what's the even point in believing it? No matter what you've heard before, whether you believe it or not, I'm asking you for the next couple of moments that we have together to allow yourself to rethink all of this. That this isn't just a story. It's real people with real lives who had real problems with real fears. They had real questions and real doubts about God and who He was and how God worked in the world. These are people who were not expecting anything particularly special or unique to happen to them. They weren't expecting God to show up on this particular night in history, but guess what? He did. And so as you listen to this, think about it for yourself. And how would you respond? What would you have thought in the moment? What would you have done? See, the story starts in Luke chapter 2. It begins with two individuals. We know them as Mary and Joseph, and these two individuals were traveling to Bethlehem because they needed to register for a census that was about to be taken. Verse 5, that we're told Mary and Joseph were pledged to being married. And another big point here in the story, Mary was pregnant with none other than Jesus, like literally the Son of God. After this long journey with Joseph, they found themselves in Bethlehem. While they were there, guess what? The baby was born. Verse 7 says that Mary, she wrapped him in cloths and placed him in a manger because there were no hotel rooms. There were no Airbnbs, students. So, because there was no guest room available for them, let me ask you this. If you were God of the universe and you wanted to show up on earth and announce your presence to the world for the very first time, students, how would you do it? Try and imagine this. When the God of the universe made his arrival, he picked showing up as a baby, naked, small, helpless, completely dependent on others for his survival. That is how God showed up in this world. It's crazy. And for almost all of human history, people thought that God was angry, that he was distant, and that he was someone that had to be pleased. But then God showed up in the world actually as an infant to show that he was humble and that he really did care for us. To let us know, to show up that he really does understand us, that God showed up in this world just like you showed up in this world. God himself experienced what it was like to be human, what it was like to be you. What an incredible picture of what God is like. God wanted to put himself in your shoes, wrap himself in skin like you have, and experience all the things that you have felt. You know, Jesus, he would experience betrayal. He would get frustrated, I'm guessing. He would see one of his best friends die. He would know what it was like to be rejected by others. He would also know what it feels like to have a close group of friends around him. He would experience the joys of the world around him, and he knew how to throw a party. See, if you ever wondered if God knows you and if God loves you, and if you've ever wondered if God truly understands, if you've ever wondered if God knows what it's like to live on this planet, this is proof. This story is proof of it. See, Luke continues in verse 8 through 15 by saying that there were these shepherds that were living out in fields watching their flock, and out of nowhere appears this angel, and he says, "Yo guys, do not be afraid. I bring you good news that will cause great joy for all people." Guess what? A Savior has been born for you. The angel says that in this town of David, in Bethlehem, a baby will be wrapped in cloths and lying in a manger. And at this point, I'm guessing the shepherds knew that they needed to go to Bethlehem and see what had happened. Good news of great joy. I mean, I love that phrase. I don't know what you've heard about God before, but if what you've heard doesn't sound or look like good news of great joy for all people, then my guess is what you've heard is wrong, because the message of God this time of the year brings us to this good news. It's great joy for everyone, for all people. And by showing up and making this announcement to this group of shepherds outside of the walls of the city, God could not have been making his point more clear, that God is for all people at all times. The shepherds were the lowest of low when it came to social status. That's why they were outside of the city walls in the fields. They were too poor, too unshowered, lived in the wrong neighborhood for the regular society. So wrap your minds around this thought right here, that this is who God chooses to show up to. Go find the person in your school that no one wants to be around, no one wants to sit with at lunch. That's who God would choose to eat lunch with if he showed up at your school. You can't explain a God like that. It's unexplainable that he loves all of us and has experienced exactly what it is like to be us. The reason I believe the Christmas story is true is because no one could make this up. People would never make the story up that God would show up like this because no one would believe it. If God has done this, if God is like this, if this is who God showed up to, then the shepherds, they would just have to go. And so the shepherds looked at one another and they said, you know what, we have to go experience this God for ourselves. And they did, and it changed their lives forever. Verse 17 says, when they had seen him, Jesus, they spread the word around concerning what had been told to them about this child. And all who heard it were amazed at what the shepherds said to them. Now, I don't know how you feel about what you've heard. Maybe you believe it. Maybe you believe none of it. Maybe you feel something. Maybe you feel nothing. But no matter where you land in this, I want to encourage you students to do something nobody would have expected in the first century. It's this: follow the shepherds. Do what they did. Do what they did. Go see it for yourself. Go experience it for yourself, because sometimes we need to simply go and see, go and experience it for ourselves. We can't let someone else's experience tell us what we believe. We need to experience it for ourselves. But how do you do that? How can you continue to experience Jesus in this season when, right, we're so distant from one another? Here's what you do. Number one, you keep showing up. I know, you might be saying, Jordan, hold on, we're not at student nights right now. Like, how can I keep showing up? And let me just say, I get it. I get it. Trust me, if anybody knows, it's me. Like, Jordan, how can I show up and still have the student vibe? How can I still pursue Jesus when I'm not at students? But you watching this right now, you've showed up. And once we get back together in person, here's what you do. You show up. Don't let the thought of like, oh, you know what? I'll catch up once we're back together. Can I just tell you, it's always weird when we get back together and we've been distant, right? But if you show up now, if you show up in the chats, if you show up in a DM or a text, do it right now and say, hey, you know what? I want to catch up. I want to throw some comments in the chat right now. I want to show up. It may be small, but it keeps the spark going inside of us. It keeps that relationship tight when we could be distant from one another. And when we get back in person, though, if we show up right now, I promise you, it's going to be incredible. Number two, ask a question. What is it that you're wondering about? What is it that makes you all of this conversation hard to believe? What do you want to know more about? I love the mission here at Students. It's simple. We want to know Jesus. And your questions and the wonders in your mind play into that. Those are the things that will continue to pursue you towards knowing Jesus. So, ask someone. Maybe it's a teacher, maybe it's a parent, maybe it's mom or dad, grandma or grandpa, one of the leaders here at Students. Maybe it's a trusted friend who, has a relationship to Jesus. Have a conversation to keep exploring, to keep learning, to keep discovering and seeing Jesus for yourself. Now maybe this is the first time you're hearing this, that you're feeling something for yourself. Maybe it's the first time you are hearing and believing for yourself. If that's you, continue this conversation through one of our crew leaders, through a DM to us on our Instagram account. Keep the conversation going. We want you to know and experience Jesus. We want you to experience it for yourself and then think for yourself and then decide for yourself, is Jesus really who he says he is? What if you did those things? Imagine with me if you kept showing up right now through text, through DMs, through these episodes. And maybe you started to experience something for yourself. What if instead of taking my word for it, or your grandma's word for it, or someone else's word for it, you experienced it for yourself? You experienced Jesus for yourself. How might this next year be different if you did this? Students, I really want you to think about the ways you can be encouraged and encourage those around you and to go and see things for themselves, experience Jesus for yourselves, because you never know. You never know what you might experience, what somebody else might experience. It could change literally everything. So wherever you're at right now, know this. It's not easy right now. Life is difficult. Am I right? The enemy wants you to retreat. He wants you to take a break right now. I mean, come on, we're coming up on Christmas break, right? He wants you just to hide out. Go to your room, close the door, not be engaged with anyone. But I want to tell you that I hear you. But I want to give you encouragement to stand back up, to dig in a little bit deeper, to pursue Jesus a little harder, to lean into relationships a little more, because I believe you're going to be better for it. I believe it. I believe it. If this message is for someone you know, go ahead right now. Text them, share them, send it through old school email for that matter. But remember this. We are better together, students. Hey, let's jump over to Restore Worship now as they're going to bring a new fave to students online. I'm so excited. Hey, Restore Worship, go ahead, take it over. Let's go.
Hey students, you ready to worship with us tonight? Let's go!
Your favor waits within the future. My dreams are small compared to yours. Why should I worry about tomorrow? And I know that all I gotta do is trust you, Lord. Every little thing's gonna be alright. Every little thing's gonna be just fine. Whether I can see it now, I know you will work it out for good. Every little thing, everything will be alright. Behind the scenes and in the details, you planned the perfect way for me. Why should I dwell upon the rose uncertainties when all I gotta do is look to you? Yeah, all I gotta do is look to you. Every little thing's gonna be alright. Every little thing's gonna be just fine. Whether I can see it now, I know you will work it out for good.
What a night.
What a night, Restore Worship. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight, everyone. Students, thank you for hanging out with us. What an incredible night. What an incredible night to kick off like Christmas, right?
Man, yeah. December 25th is coming quick.
It is coming, and we are just pumped that you have joined us tonight. Right now, make sure you're in the giveaway. Share. But also, take a pic of wherever you're at. Watching this right now, take a picture, screenshot it, put it on your story. Email us, Jordan@restor.church. That will get you in the giveaway. Trevor? Share. Hey, we've loved every minute of it, and we are going to see all of you back, students online, January 6th. Do not miss it, 7 p.m. right here. We will see you in the new year. See ya.
Happy holidays, everyone. Happy holidays, everyone.